Next on Worcester News tonight, the Worcester Railers playing in their first ever playoff game tonight. A party held in the city to celebrate. Plus, it's Friday the 13th, why a local animal shelter is debunking one common superstition. Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Anna Botari. The Worcester Railers dropped the puck on their first ever playoff game Friday. Tomorrow, the team will host a postseason game in the city for the first time since the Sharks in 2015. But tonight, fans in the city got to support the Railers as they played on the road. Our Cam Jandro has the story.
Railers fans are pumped for the franchise's first playoff game.
I think it's kind of unreal. I only started watching hockey a couple of years ago to the Worcester Sharks, and to see this team grow and to see what's become, it's been an unreal year.
The team is taking on the Adirondack Thunder in the first round of the Kelly Cup playoffs. Friday, the Railers Tavern was packed with people for a viewing party. It shows all of the team's road games on a big screen, but for fans, tonight's game carried a little more importance.
We're season ticket holders. We love going to the games, and we like to be able to come and watch the away games, so it's been really great.
It's awesome. It's incredible to be able to come down here and watch the away games. I mean, I used to just listen to the radio all the time, but this is much better.
It's the first time a Worcester professional hockey team will be playing in the postseason since the Sharks made it back in 2015. Fans are excited to have hockey back in general, but to have a team that's a contender, that's what they're most excited about.
It's very exciting, especially for the first season.
The run these guys have gone on in the last month has been remarkable. In 21 years of hockey here, I've never seen anything like it.
The best-of-7 series could see as many as 3 games played at Worcester's DCU Center. But Railers fans hope to see a couple more rounds played in Worcester before the team's season ends.
We probably should do pretty well. I'm not sure how far we can go, but they could probably win the first round, probably do pretty well in the second round. So
I think they can beat this team. They haven't lost many times to them, so I think they'll do very well.
Now, the bad news is the Railers lost 3-0 tonight in Game 1. The good news, they'll be back in Worcester tomorrow at the DCU Center for Games 2 and 3. Anna?
Thanks, Cam. Switching gears, tragedy in Massachusetts. Police departments across Central Mass honoring and remembering fallen Yarmouth officer Shaun Gannon. Flags are at half-staff at the West Boylston Police Department this evening. Officer Gannon was shot and killed in the line of duty Thursday. The man accused of killing him appeared in court today. Prosecutors say he has a lengthy criminal history with more than 100 cases from drugs to assault. Meanwhile, police departments across the country are sending well wishes to Yarmouth police. More than 1,000 volunteers are ready to give back to Worcester this weekend. It's all part of Working for Worcester's Build Day. College and high school students say they're excited to give back to the community. Our Chandler Walsh has the story.
Working for Worcester volunteers break ground for a new playground at Clark Street School.
we got some work to do.
It's in preparation for Build Day. College and high school students will be creating play spaces across the city.
To get to see students come out and really make a huge difference in their community is amazing.
Holy Cross senior Colleen Neighbor is this year's Working for Worcester Executive Director. She says she knew she wanted to be a part of the group before she even started her college career.
I fell in love with the project and immediately decided that when I got on campus as a freshman, it was something that I needed to be involved in.
The student-led nonprofit raised more than $150,000 through sponsors this year. Volunteers spent part of the day talking to elementary school students about what they're going to build for them.
It's incredible because they just light up and you know that you're going to help their further education.
Burncoat Prep will welcome this new buddy bench where anyone wanting a friend can sit and others will join them. It's just one example of what will be installed on Build Day tomorrow.
Whenever you drive around Worcester, you can tell which parks you built or where you helped out, and just seeing the direct impact with the students and how happy they are.
More than 1,000 volunteers will work at 23 sites. They say they're looking forward to getting their hands dirty and making a difference in the community.
It'll be tough, but I think it's going to be worth it in the end to see the smiles on, everyone's face.
It's about getting out into the community and impacting the people that spend their lives in this great city.
See you on the 14th. Chandler Walsh, Worcester News Tonight.
Today is Friday the 13th. It's a day many associate with bad luck. A black cat crossing your path is usually seen as a sign of this. The downside of this hocus pocus is black cats are usually the last to be adopted out of shelters. Worcester Animal Rescue League's Melanie Dulock says it's an unfortunate reality and does not only pertain to cats, but dogs as well.
Cats and black dogs, that there are rescue groups specifically for them. It's not the color you should be looking for. It certainly is a personality.
Now, these two cats here, Lovey and Todd, are rescue cats. They belong to our own Cam Jandro. He says there's been no bad luck with these two. The Burns Bridge was lit up differently than usual Friday night. Shades of blue and green shined brightly in recognition of National Donate Life Month. According to Donate Life, more than 22 people die every day while waiting for an organ. Regional Manager for Donor Services Craig Tucker says he hopes lighting the bridge opens the eyes of the public when it comes to donating.
So our mission is to create and come out and hold events like this, inform the public, work with our colleagues in our transplant centers to make sure we educate people about the importance of it and helping people.
Our Brittany Schaefer spoke with organ recipients today and has their stories.
It's emotional.
Michael Leonard was at 5% kidney function when his daughter Taylor had surgery to save his life.
For her to save my life, we always had a good bond. Now we're closer. To be able to be here and watch her do all the things that she's doing. She's now an RN, and then be able to see my youngest daughter start her college career and, be able to celebrate things that you take for granted.
Once Taylor found out she was a donor match, it was an easy decision.
I need him to see us graduate school and get married and have kids, and I want him around to do those things. And if he doesn't get a kidney, or if he's stuck on a list for years, so I want him to have the best potential possible.
Like the Leonards, Lynn Gurdon's life changed drastically when she received a double lung transplant. She was diagnosed with cystic fibrosis at 5 years old and was on the transplant waiting list for 23 years.
I was oxygen dependent for over 20 years. I was wheelchair dependent for 4 years, unable to brush my own teeth, unable to get up by myself. I'd never swam in the ocean in my life, had never walked on a beach in my life, and I can do all those things now.
Friday, St. Vincent Hospital celebrated National Blue and Green Day to spread awareness of donating organs. According to Donate Life, 115,000 Americans are waiting for life-saving transplants, and 22 people die each day. Susan Graham has been waiting for a kidney for 2 years.
The average time for a kidney in this area of the country is 5 to 6 years. I know that my kidneys are just going to get worse. People that donate organs are just, they're heroes.
The Donate Life members say making a difference is as easy as registering as an organ donor through the state or talking to your doctor about the possibility of being a living donor. Brittany Schaefer, Worcester News Tonight.
Celebrating the 6th president of Quinsigamond Community College, Dr. Louis Pedraja is inaugurated in a ceremony Friday. Dr. Pedraja became president last July. Since then, he says he's made it his mission to address higher education needs and economic development. He's the first Latino and immigrant president of the school and is working with several minority first-generation students to ensure their success.
We'll have a lot to give, and our students can benefit from that, especially the ones that come from families that they have no experience with college. And to have somebody that has been through college and help inspire them and motivate them and give them some little advice, that will keep them here, and I think will empower their success.
Guests at today's ceremony include Senator Michael Moore, Representative Jim O'Day, and Worcester Mayor Joseph Petty. A young Central Massachusetts boy gets the chance of a lifetime Friday. 12-year-old Krish Yavaz is dealing with several medical conditions, but today he was able to sign a national letter of intent through the nonprofit Team Impact. Our Rosalind Flaherty has his story.
Krish Vyas becomes the newest member of the WPI baseball team.
Play ball!
The 12-year-old has tracheal bronchial malacia and severe scoliosis. He's had 25 surgeries in his lifetime. Through Team Impact, Krish was connected with the baseball team and signed his national letter of intent Friday.
I'm feeling really shocked
because, you know, this is a big experience. Not a lot of people get to do this.
His mom, Vanita, says Krish loves playing sports, but he has limitations.
His brain is moving faster than his body, and unfortunately, he doesn't have the ability and the strength to play all those sports.
But she says this gives him the opportunity to be like everyone else.
This gives him social opportunities in ways that it encompasses and embraces his love of the sport.
Krish has spent the last few months getting to know the team. Coach Mike Callahan says he's a great addition.
Good for our guys to be, you know, around someone like Krish, and he's a great kid. He's got a good personality. He's in good spirits, and it's good for him. You know, it's something that I'm sure he really enjoys.
And Krish says he's looking forward to being a part of the team.
Getting to meet these guys, you know, getting to meet so many great people.
Rosalind Flaherty, Worcester News Tonight.